Alright, first things first, my channel has been somewhat monetized, and that is a big deal for me. I can basically sell things on my YouTube store now, and y'all can also make donations to the channel if you like my content. And in today's video, we have two very nice, mellow, gentlemanly small SUVs, the Grand Vitara and the Honda Elevate. And we're going to be doing a technical comparison, a proper CarStats style technical comparison. We're going to be looking at them in fine detail to not only arrive at a CarStats on-road score, but I'll also be telling y'all which one of these two cars I'd put my money on. Starting off with the Grand Vitara, the Sigma and Delta variants are equipped with bihalogen projector headlamps. The Zeta and Alpha variants come with LED projector headlamps. The tail lamps are all LED too, and it looks really good in person, and kudos to the person who designed it. With the Elevate, all variants get LED projector headlamps, DRLs and tail lamps. The ZX variant gets fog lights, and apart from the base V variant, all the other variants get a connected tail bar setup too. The connected tail lamps especially look good, and the front headlamp design is unmistakably Honda. And the Elevate also has a very imposing bonnet too. Now all variants of these two cars get spoilers and shark fin antennas, and both of them are also equipped with either 16-inch steel wheels in their lower trims or 17-inch diamond cut alloys in their top trims. Talking about dimensions, the Grand Vitara is longer and wider, whereas the Elevate is taller and has a slightly longer wheelbase.
You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes.
Now with the Grand Vitara, all variants feature a dual-tone black and brown theme. The combination imparts a sophisticated and premium ambience to the cabin, but tends to make it feel like a smaller space. The Elevate, however, gives you more choice, and things do look more premium and upmarket. The interior options are either beige, tan brown, or all black if you go for the black edition. The Grand Vitara though gets a panoramic sunroof, whereas the Elevate settles for a single pane sunroof. And yes, both cars do come with ambient lighting to keep you excited and inspired during those long night drives. The seats are good on both, and the Elevate does have the better rear seat legroom and the better, more premium feeling dashboard. The Suzuki's advantage is that it feels a bit broader, especially in the rear seats, and also has ventilated seats on the front in the top variants. Pair that with a silent cabin and it is going to be the more calming environment to be in. Moving on to practicality, the Elevate is simply the more practical car. It's got the smaller turning radius, more ground clearance, and also the better boot space. Where the Grand Vitara wins is the fuel tank capacity and the size of the spare wheel. And all these numbers are going to be up now for your reference. I mean, talking about passive safety, these cars are neck to neck. Neither of them get an NCAP rating at this point of time. And if they do get it, I think they will score very similarly. Both of them also have 6 airbags as standard across all variants, and also the usual ABS, EBD, electronic stability program, and hill hold assist. Once again, on all variants, on both these cars. But the Elevate is perhaps slightly more safer than the Grand Vitara because it gets level 2 ADAS, and that comes with a whole host of features like automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and so on. Alright, features. Starting off with the screens. The digital instrument cluster on the Grand Vitara looks more animated and toyish, whereas on the Elevate it looks more sophisticated and traditional. And now moving on to the infotainment screens. Now both these cars get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the Elevate gets slightly larger touchscreens. The Elevate also offers a wireless charger for your phone on all trims, whereas with the Grand Vitara you only get it with the strong hybrid variants. Another thing to note is that the Elevate gets a maximum of 8 speakers, whereas that number is 6 when it comes to the Grand Vitara. Now, neither of these cars get a cooled glove box or powered seat adjustment, but the Grand Vitara gets ventilated seats on the front in the top trim. And not just that, it also gets a few extra features like a 360-degree camera, a heads-up display, Suzuki's all-grip four-wheel drive system, and a strong hybrid drivetrain. So the Grand Vitara is definitely richer on the feature set, of course minus the ADAS. Moving on to colors, the Honda Elevate comes in monotone and dual tone colors. The monotone options are Phoenix Orange Pearl, Obsidian Blue Pearl, Radiant Red Metallic, Platinum White Pearl, Golden Bronze Metallic, Lunar Silver Metallic, Meteoroid Grey Metallic, and the newly launched Crystal Pearl Black, which is only available in the Black Edition or Signature Black Edition. And yes, I've done a video on the Honda Elevate Black Signature Edition, and you can watch that video by clicking on this link. When it comes to dual tone colors on the Elevate, your options are the Phoenix Orange Pearl with a Crystal Black Pearl roof, Platinum White Pearl with a Crystal Black Pearl roof, and Radiant Red Metallic with a Crystal Black Pearl roof. With the Suzuki Grand Vitara, your monotone options are Nexa Blue, Arctic White, Splendid Silver, Grandeur Grey, Chestnut Brown, Opulent Red, and Midnight Black. While the dual tone options are Arctic White with a black roof, Splendid Silver with a black roof, and Opulent Red with a black roof. Alright, first we're going to be comparing only the petrol versions of these two cars, and after that I'm going to be showing you and give you details on the hybrid drivetrain of the Suzuki Grand Vitara. Now the Grand Vitara comes with a minimum of a smart hybrid system, and that drivetrain produces much lesser power and torque than the Elevate's IV Tech, but it is very similarly priced to the Elevate. The bigger drawback is its gearbox, because the Grand Vitara only gets a 5-speed manual, whereas the Elevate gets a 6-speed manual. Moving on to the automatics, the Vitara gets a 6-speed torque converter compared to a 7-speed CVT on the Elevate, and yes, both these cars do get the option of paddle shifters. Here though, the pricing of the Elevate is better than the Grand Vitara, and this month Suzuki has also launched the petrol all-wheel drive versions of this car. So the Grand Vitara has a massive lead over the Elevate when it comes to drivetrain options. Moving on to the hybrid Grand Vitara, it can set you back almost 25 lakh rupees, but it delivers an insane mileage number of over 27 kilometers per liter, and I have seen people reporting beyond that. But despite the electric motor and the petrol engine, the combined motor power and torque output is still lesser than the Elevate, thus making the Honda a better driver's car. But this round goes to the Grand Vitara thanks to its all-wheel drive capability and strong hybrid options. Alright, now that we've completed the technical comparison, here is a very confusing outcome. The Grand Vitara at face value is supposed to be the technically superior car or the technically more advanced product because of its all-wheel drive and strong hybrid capabilities. It even gets a heads-up display and amazing fuel efficiency numbers, but overall, the Elevate scores the better numbers, and hold on, here's what I mean. This tally shows you why the Elevate has better exteriors. This one shows you why it has better interiors. And similarly, the Elevate also scores in the safety and practicality categories. I'm rushing these slides through, but feel free to pause and check out those numbers. The only categories that the Grand Vitara won were the features and the engines and drivetrain category. And as for the scope of this video, the Elevate is the technically superior product. But deciding which car I'd put my money on is tougher than I thought. I mean, if I was forced to, I'd definitely put my money on the Elevate VX manual because it gets ADAS, it gets the IV Tech engine, and it is a no-brainer for its price. It offers really good value for money, but it is a small and narrow car. I mean, not like the Grand Vitara offers better rear seat legroom, but it does feel slightly broader, and the space management seems to be slightly better on the Grand Vitara, especially in the rear seats. But there's something very special about the Grand Vitara. It is a boring car, and boring cars are cool. And if you live on a farm with poor mud roads and it's the monsoons, the IV Tech and ADAS are not going to help you as much as the all grip all wheel drive system on the Suzuki would. So what would you do and which one would you buy? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you all do, please consider donating to the channel. It's going to take me a very long way, and also hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching CarStats, and I'll see you all in the next video.